Hello Libra, welcome to your mid-April reading. I'm going to go ahead and pull your overall energy, look at any guidance and advice from Spirit, and also look at any opportunities or challenges that you have coming in and how you can use that to your advantage. It's always good to do this mid-month check-in because there's always new information. Sometimes Spirit holds stuff back. They don't want to reveal everything to us. So it's always good to continue to do these check-ins. All right, so remember, this is going to be a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. You know my decks are pre-shuffled. And if you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And I'm trying out a new surface, so I hope you like it. I do. I think it really reflects the cards well. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Swords. Sorry, I just did a reading on this, and this was a major player, and it's coming up again. We have the King of Pentacles, and we have the King of Wands. We have the Six of Wands. We have the Star. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Swords, a gift and blessing from the universe. This is in your opportunity and your challenges, the Six of Cups. Okay, so let me move this around. Like I said, new surface, so I want to make sure you can actually see it on camera well. Okay, let's move it down a little bit. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and look at your overall energy. I mean, I can already tell you that it's kind of a mixed bag so far. You definitely have a lot coming in, mostly on the positive, but you got a mixed bag. There's some heavy stuff coming in for you too. So right off the bat, we've got this Knight of Swords energy coming in, and he is just racing in. And I really feel like you've got a lot of truth coming in. But the thing with the Knight is he's got positive and negative traits. He can be both at the same time, or one or the other, or, you know, it's kind of like this combination. But what he can also be is a foot in your past. You see, he's pointed towards your past. And this is something that's been coming up for a lot of signs this particular month, which is really strange, is that I feel like he's got some cords and some connections to the past. So I feel like for some of you with your energy that there's something from your past that is affecting you from moving forward into the future. It's not your present, because your present is one foot in the past and you're looking to your future. Right? So I feel that for a lot of you, there is something from your past that you need to come to terms with, and we'll get some clarifiers in a second. So that's a real strong energy for you. And then we've got this King of Pentacles. We've got two kings, the King of Pentacles, King of Wands. So you really have this maturity of thought. You've got this ability to really have this beautiful, intelligent position in this material world. This is the 3D realm. So with friends, family, education, career, this is housing, this is travel, this is your health. You really have a beautiful, mature intellect into looking into these matters. I also feel that you have a lot of enlightenment, because to be able to have this king energy, you have to have enlightenment and a lot of maturity of thought and emotions to be able to hold this position. You're in a leadership position. And you've got a leadership position not only in the 3D realm, but also in how you choose to take action in the 3D realm. You know, he's really standing in this position of, you know, he's able to create and bring into fruition whatever it is he's going to pursue. He's got the diligence, the intensity, the bold action, the creativity to be able to really bring this into fruition, whatever it is he's working on. It could be making more friends. It could be, you know, starting your own business. You know, there's different levels of what it is that you're trying to bring in. You could be retired and you're trying to create maybe a nonprofit. You know, it's one of those things that whatever you touch, you really have the ability to bring it into fruition, to make it happen. And so with that being said, let's get some clarifiers, some really intense energy coming off these cards. We've got the World. We've got the Three of Swords. We've got the Strength card, the Three of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the Empress. So this is gonna, okay, so this is, let me move this. So this is actually a little complicated now at this stage. So with you having one foot in the past with something that happened, and I feel with what's coming up here is that it could be a traumatic event. And what I mean by traumatic event, and you're not the only sign that this has been coming up for, this is very interesting. There's something about everyone is, not everyone, but a lot of people are having to come to terms with it. And so for you, Libra, I feel that this is something that you're going to have to come to terms with. There's something that happened. Either somebody said something to you, something literally traumatized you. Maybe it was a fight, or maybe there was physical abuse, sexual abuse, mental abuse, whatever it is. And it could be something as simple as someone calling you a name and it never left you. Okay. It's one of those things that it is like holding you back. It's been eating at you. And this is thoughts, words, and ideas. So it's something that intellectually you haven't let go of. You haven't come to terms with. It's something that it could be a triggering word or event or person, but it goes back to an idea or a thought that you had over something that happened in the past. And when it comes up, other items and other emotions piggyback on top of it. And so this is something that is a reoccurring, I'm getting that it's a reoccurrence for you and it keeps coming up. And it could be that the person that, like, let's do something random. So like a lot of kids, like I had a girlfriend a long time ago and somebody told her she was fat and she was not fat, but somebody just said that to her to be mean and she couldn't let it go. And so this is going to sound really weird. She wouldn't appreciate this if she's still alive, but so way back when she started doing crystal meth to try and lose weight. And it was horrible. I could not believe it. And it completely destroyed her life. I mean, I couldn't be friends with her anymore. But it's one of those things where somebody says something and it just, you're mortified. And this was someone that was really intelligent. And, it's one of those things that they just stick to you. So let's say someone says you're fat. And then all of a sudden you're going to have this self-image of being fat, whether it's true or not. And it's one of those things. Somebody said something, they did something, it created some type of weird trauma in you. And now it's piggybacking in you. So maybe every time, let's say the fat example. So now maybe every time you go to the grocery store, you're hyper conscious of what you buy. Or you go out to a restaurant and you're very careful as to how you eat and what you choose to eat. It's one of those things, and it's just like it plagues you. And so anyways, there's something like that. That's just an example. There's something like that is like a foot in your past that you need to cut that cord if you can, so it can catapult you into your future. But this is what the whole point I'm trying to make is that with this incident from the past, it's preventing you from really stepping forth into the world to the extent that you really see yourself going out there. So for example, let's say, you're in your family and you're a leadership position in your family, but you want to see yourself on an international stage. This is kind of holding you back and it's slowing your progress. If you can deal with this, it will catapult you so much faster into the position that you want to be in because you see yourself wanting to be on a world stage. It's really bothering you and eating at you. It's really hurting you. This thing in the past is some type of a trauma event. It's actually really hurting you. And if this person is still around you that started it, then it's like this, it's like a sore that's never going to heal. It's always going to be exposed to this. So it's something that you're going to have to deal with. And it's right out in the open is what I'm getting, that you know about it. It's not something hidden from you. So then we get over here to this King of Pentacles energy, and it's being clarified by the Eight of Swords. The 8 is the Strength card, and the 3 of Wands. Sorry. So this is really telling, this is how intense you are. This is how strong you are. You've got the Strength card, and this is through love. It's through compassion. It's through patience. And it's really showing just how resilient and how determined you really are to do something. She's having to do this every single day to open the lion's mouth. How many people are going to do that? Well, she's here doing it every day, and this is you. You're very intense and you're very strong. You have a lot of resilience, whether you're aware of it or not. But I feel that you know who you are and you know how strong you are. Whether or not you're flexing is another story, but you know how strong you really are. And then with this Three of Wands, this is really about you looking out into the world. You really want to be on a world stage. I'm feeling for some of you, if you really want to start your own business, that you want to be on a world stage. You know, maybe you want to have a business and then you franchise it, but there's something about you want to see yourself on a world stage is what I'm getting for a lot of you. But this is about you stepping through this portal into what it is that you're creating. And you're really doing the groundwork. You already know what you want. Now you're trying to get it out into the universe and make it happen. But there is something from your past that is holding you back. I'm getting that it's a person, you know, whether or not there's an event around that person or not. But I'm getting that for a lot of you, it's a person. Okay, and so when we get over here to the King of Wands, it's being clarified by the Nine of Swords and the Empress. And so with you having this intense energy to really get out there and create what it is that you're trying to bring into fruition, this manifestation of whatever it is that you're working on, you have a lot of fears come up, right? We're human. You have these fears come up, and this is guilt, anxiety, fear of failure, for some maybe even fear of success. But whatever it is for you, these are irrational fears for this card. So these are things that you are creating in your head or that you're reading into. You know, it's not like you've got someone coming to rob you and you're afraid. That's obviously a legitimate fear. This is more irrational fear. This is stuff that you're kind of making up in your head. Because you've got the Empress, you're very loving and you're open-hearted and you're abundant, but you definitely got some, I want to say childhood trauma that you need to overcome, but you've got some incidences, you know, focus on one, an incident that is really hurting you and it's like a thorn in your side and you need to deal with it for you to really be able to take a quantum leap into your future, because you definitely have a lot of success here, but it's about you dealing with this issue that's coming up. So very interesting for you. So this is your energy, right? This is your overall energy. Now let's look at the guidance and advice from Spirit. Spirit is telling you you're going to be extremely successful. This is victory. This is pride in a job well done. This is everybody patting you on the back because they know how much time, effort, energy, your blood, sweat, and tears, and even money that has gone into whatever it is you're trying to create, that you're going to have victory, right? That I just love this. And with all this stuff that's going on for you, you know, with you addressing this thing that happened to you in your past, it's going to bring you a lot of healing. This is the Star card. This is you having this beautiful healing. This usually comes after the Tower moment and you can have some healing. Well, you've got this incident or, you know, whatever happened that you need to deal with, and that's going to bring you a lot of healing in this world. It's really going to, I feel like it's going to be melting a lot of heavy baggage, emotional baggage off of you, that it's going to lighten the load of the burdens you're carrying. It's going to lighten your heart, and it's going to allow you to really genuinely be happy. I feel like a lot of you are in a lot of pain from this, and when you deal with it, it's really going to bring you this type of balance and hope, and this healing is all I'm hearing. It's going to open your heart. So if you have any bitterness or cynicism that's taking over, because that will start to become your identity, this is going to help you break that and help to melt that away so you can have a big open heart. Because the thing about people that are bitter and they're cynical, usually they don't start off that way, right? Little kids don't start off that way. They start off having a big heart, but when they get hurt a lot, they start to put up that protective shield, which would be bitterness and cynicism. It used to be said that you're really a romantic inside, but you've been hurt, so you're now protecting your heart with bitterness and cynicism. So this is you. You're going back to that being more of a romantic person. It doesn't have to be like just relationships, but you know, going back to the trend, like if you look at literature, being a romantic, having being an idealist, you know, really striving. So this is a card that's coming in for you. This is that universal consciousness. This is you really tapping into it on a big scale. That's what I'm saying, for you to quantum leap. Not only do you have the World card here, but now you have the Star. So you are literally quantum leaping into something. You're able to reach for the stars. But this is incredible healing that's going to come in for you. And I really feel it's going to be an epiphany moment, an aha moment for you. And you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm so glad I don't have to carry that weight around anymore. Really powerful for you. And then we also have this Four of Pentacles. And what I'm getting for you, and this, again, this is coming up for a lot of cards, and it's the same energy, is to not be so controlling. The lesson from this card is that when you try and be so controlling, you learn that everything is out of your control. Okay, you can't control anything. You can try your best to do things and make things happen, but the whole point is being in control is an illusion. You know, you can't. And so this is just to like go with the flow. Okay, things are going to be happening. You do your best, but go with the flow and don't flip out when things don't go your way. All right, now let's get some clarifiers. This is very intense for you. We've got the Eight of Cups. We've got the Five of Swords, the Hierophant, the Knight of Swords. Jesus. Okay, so let me just point this out before I pull the other clarifiers. Here's the Knight of Swords and here's the Knight of Swords. So if you didn't hear it the first time, this is in your overall energy. Spirit is saying it in the guidance and advice. You've got to deal with it. Oh my God. How intense. Okay. Then you've got the Hanged Man. And you've got the Queen of Pentacles. I'm telling you, you have such beautiful energy, but whatever happened is so intense that now seems to be the time for you to deal with it. And then we have that eclipse on April 8th. So, you know, a lot going on. So that is going to be the eclipse in Aries. I mean, just so much going on. And that's all about, you know, having personal goals and independence. It's really, you know, emphasizing that. These energies coming in on the 8th. Well, you know, I'm posting this on the 6th. So if you get to see this, it's going to tie into that eclipse energy too. This is very intense. I mean, a lot going on for you. So anyways, I did a reading on that too, if you'd like to look at it on my YouTube channel. So here we've got the Eight of Cups and then the Five of Swords. And so with this victory and this success coming in and pride and job well done, and you've got everyone patting you on the back, they appreciate everything that you've done, you're still not satisfied. Okay? This is about you getting this emotional fulfillment. And I think that with this blockage going on with something that's holding you back in your past, you don't feel fully satisfied. You've got this, it's like you've got this need to keep pushing and to keep trying something different. You can't just relax and rest. And with this 8, you're really trying to pursue your passion. You're really trying to make something happen. You've got some obstacles coming in, so just be aware of that. Remember, go with the flow. Don't be so controlling where they get in your way. It's kind of like, you know, live to fight another day. Pick your battles. Just let them go. They're not important. What's important is your healing and what's going on up here. And that comes into the Star. It's being clarified by the Hierophant and the Knight of Swords. You're being blessed by God. They want to see you heal. Okay? They want you to be happy and healed and healthy and to have this hope and this generosity because you have such a big heart. I can feel it, and they're showing it over here. You have such a big heart, and it's up here too with the Empress. But this something from this past is something you're going to have to deal with to get there. And then over here with this control issue where you just kind of like lighten up and go with the flow, for you to be able to do that, you're being asked and reminded at the same time, asked and reminded to really look at things differently, to look at, if you want this type of enlightenment, you need to do things differently than how you've been doing them, because what you're doing now has not been working for you. Otherwise, this would already be healed. So you need to look at things differently and how you're going about it. This is really all for you. This is just that, you know, time of suspension to go within, because when you're done and you get this kind of enlightenment, like I said, this aha moment, what's going to happen is you really become a new person. You know, I mean, you're aware of who you are in the past, of course, but you're really on this new path, this new trajectory of who you are. And with that star, you're really catapulted. That's why I say quantum jumping, you're quantum leaping into the future, because you don't have that baggage holding you down. You don't have any bitterness or cynicism holding you down, right? And with this Queen of Pentacles, it's really talking about your open-heartedness, your generosity of spirit, this bringing in abundance and prosperity, and really loving life in the material realm. This is where you love to go out with your friends and your family, and you have a big celebration, and it's beautiful, right? It's not just for holidays. It's what you like to do, maybe a couple of times a month on a Friday or Saturday. It's that beautiful celebration of life. And this is the kind of energy that's coming in for you. All right, so this is part of the advice and guidance from Spirit. Now let's look at your opportunity and your challenge. And I'm just going to scoot this over just a tad to make us a little more room. So we've got this Ace of Swords. We've got a gift and blessing from the universe. And what this is saying is that, you have an opportunity here to stand in your truth. Even if that truth might be ugly from the past, it's you standing in your truth, acknowledging it. Maybe you talk about it, maybe you don't. That's up to you, but it's really you dealing with the past. You stand in your truth, who you are. This is what's going to bring you success and happiness and allow you to move forward. It's going to lighten the load. It's literally going to be cutting baggage off with the sword. It's really beautiful. That's your opportunity, and we'll get some clarifiers. Your challenge is to melt that bitterness and cynicism from your heart, to stay in that big loving vibration. This is the card of nostalgia, it's childhood. And the thing with this card is that it's a reminder to go back to that feeling of joy and innocence from childhood, and to have that open heart, and to not have the bitterness or cynicism that comes in and touches everybody as an adult. But you don't have to constantly stay in that mode. Your challenge is to melt the bitterness and cynicism from your heart. And again, this is a general reading. I'm not saying everybody has this, but this is for a lot of people that this is meant for, okay, in this reading. So Libra, your challenge is to not be a bitter or cynical person. It'll start to become an identity after a while. If that's how you leave your heart, that's who you become. And I don't think you want to become that. Oh my God. Look what just came up. Six of Cups, Six of Cups. Look at these duplicates. So Spirit is saying, if you didn't hear me the first time, I'm going to make sure that you hear me again. This is about you standing in your truth. Let me get the other clarifiers, because this is crazy. Okay, then we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Look at that. We've got the Sun, the most positive card in the deck. Okay, bitterness and cynicism gone. Positive, vitality, healthy, exuberant, hopeful. Everything is right here for you. I mean, you've got the Star and the Sun. Oh my God, this is so bizarre. I love it. So you've got two Ace of Swords. You have got to stand in your truth no matter what happens. It's your challenge and your opportunity. All right, so I start from the top. Your opportunity, stand in your truth. It's being clarified by the Six of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Six of Cups also in your challenge. So you have an opportunity to have this big open heart. You have this opportunity to stand in this loving energy. This will bring you all kinds of abundance. This brings you a beautiful family, friends, career that you want. It really starts to bring in everything that you're looking for. Travel, the house you want, kind of car, finances. It's whatever it is that you're trying to vibe with. Maybe it's just a vacation, but whatever it is, this allows you to attract it. It allows you to enjoy it, right? Some people, they do these things, they don't enjoy it because they're miserable. You've got an open heart. This is your opportunity. Now your challenge is to keep your heart open and to open it and to not have bitterness or cynicism come in. This is crazy. It's being clarified by the Sun and the Ace of Swords. So we've got two duplicates in your opportunity or challenge, the Ace of Swords and the Six of Cups. This is crazy. I don't even think I've ever had this happen before. This is crazy. And so you're to stay in this, your challenge is to stay in this really positive energy. So I think for some of you, you're really negative. And I hope you're still watching. I hope that doesn't offend you by me saying that. But I think, the challenge is for you to be really positive. The challenge is for you to remain open and positive and loving, and to follow your passion and to follow this type of enlightenment, because the sun is also enlightenment. All right. And by you standing in your truth, you're standing in this type of enlightenment. You've dealt with it. You have victory and success in this, right? This is wisdom and success. Wisdom and success. So the key takeaway from this whole reading is to open your heart, deal with something from your past, stand in your truth, and, don't close off your heart. That's really, really important. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on here, but I mean, for me, that's the most important. I mean, this is really beautiful and powerful for you. So yeah, we've got the sun and a lot of healing coming in for you. The healing is with the star and the healing is with the sun. I think when you really tackle whatever had happened in the past, so much healing comes in, and it just literally, it's like a noose around your neck has been released. It's, if you're carrying these weights around metaphorically, it's literally just dropping off you, and you just feel light and happy and floating. It's a great feeling. Okay, so your opportunity, your challenge are here for you. Not everybody takes it, but it is available for you. And that's what I have for you for your mid-April reading. That's pretty intense. A lot coming in for you. And remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, the link is in the description below. And just a reminder, the 4-week Tarot Masterclass begins Sunday, April 14th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're interested, definitely sign up or send me an email. And remember, I only offer this class twice a year, once in the spring and once in the fall. All right, everybody, thanks for watching and have a great month. Bye for now.